What's up everyone, I'm Mike from Guitar Tricks, and today we're diving into the funky guitar stylings made famous by Cory Wong. I'll break down the details of a riff based on his playing style that's super fun to play. This riff combines a steady 16th note strumming hand with some chord stabs, muting, and embellishments. If you'd like to learn more about the style made famous by Cory Wong, head to guitartricks.com/Cory Wong, where you'll learn his signature sound step by step. Now back to the lesson. All right, so this riff is based off a B7 chord shape. In the 7th position, we have a root 6 bar chord that gives us a B dominant 7th. What we're going to use for this is just the upper part of this chord. So we're going to use from the D string all the way up. So in this case, I only need to bar down with my index finger on the 7th fret, starting from the D string all the way up, adding my middle finger onto the 8th fret of the G string. All right, so a big component of this is getting your 16th note strumming down. So what we're going to be doing is strumming in 16th notes. That goes 1 E and a, 2 E and a, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, I'm targeting the top 4 strings here, and I just want to keep this strumming hand and forearm and wrist nice and loose, just really locked into the groove, staying as steady as you can, okay? At first, you can put your fingers down here in the shape of the chord, but just don't press down, and just get used to this rhythm style. Okay? Now what I'm going to do right off the top of this riff is press down the chord for the first downstroke strum, and then the next ones are going to be muted. Okay, so I'm doing a downstroke with the chord, and then the next up and down are going to be muted. So I'm just lifting off the chord shape and having the strings be a mute. Then on the next upstroke, I'm going to press down on that chord to sound the chord again, and then follow it up with a down up muted strum. Okay, and then I'm going to put one more downstroke strum on the chord, follow it up with an upstroke mute, and that's going to end off the first part of this riff. If you're enjoying this video, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and tap that notification bell. Also, be sure to give this video a like. It really helps out the channel. All right, now what we're going to do is add an embellishment onto this chord shape, and really it's just going to be a descending melody. Okay, coming down these notes, and we're going to add it onto the chord shape. So it's going to sound like this, nice and slow. Okay, so you can see that we're still holding the shape with our index finger and middle finger, but now I'm going to use my pinky to add some notes onto the chord shape. Okay, so the first one is going to be the pinky at the 10th fret of the B string for just one downstroke. And then for the upstroke, I'm going to lift off really quick for a muted strum. Okay, so we've got. Okay. Now I'm going to move that pinky down to the 9th fret of the B string. I'm going to press down for the chord sound on the downstroke, and once again lift off for the upstroke mute. Okay. The next one that I'm going to press down on the downstroke is just going to be the original chord, because the melody falls on the 7th fret of the B string, which is actually part of the chord. So now we have. Okay. And then I'm going to add my pinky onto the 9th fret of the G string onto the chord. This gives us a B sus sound, sus4 sound. Once again, going to press that down on the downstroke and then come back up for an upstroke mute. Okay. So putting it all together, we've got this riff a little bit faster. All right, so now the second half of the riff, we're going to add a little variation in here, and we're going to play this. Okay, so I'm back to the B7 chord shape on the top 4 strings. Okay, and I'm going to do it the same as before, where I'm sounding the chord, then I've got 2 muted strums, Then I'm going to press the chord down again and have 2 more muted strums. Now for the next downstroke, I'm going to bar down on the 9th fret of the D, G, and B string. Okay? And then for the upstroke, once again, lifting off that chord shape and getting a muted strum. So we've got, okay? Next, now I'm going to get the bar down on the 7th fret of the top 4 strings. Okay, I'm going to do a downstroke strum on that, and then on the upstroke, I'm going to add the 8th fret back onto the G string. So we've got a little bit of a bluesy sound with that going from the minor third to the major third, and then we're going to combine that with the chord shape. I'm going to end off by adding the 9th fret of the D string, which is a B note, so it gives us the root sound to finish off that lick. So putting the whole thing together, now we've got all right, so this is a great way to play off a chord shape, add a melody while still using that funky sort of sound, and also do a cool little lick at the end to really have fun playing this style. So there you have it, a deep dive into one of Cory Wong's most signature techniques. Of course, we get into more examples in greater detail in the full artist study available at guitartricks.com/Cory Wong. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to tell me other artist styles you're currently learning in the comments below. I'm Mike from Guitar Tricks. We'll see you next time.